Okay, we now welcome on a very, very, very special guest, one of our good friends. You can't tell this history of Pardon My Take without this man. It is Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. First of all, great to see you, Joe.
Great
It's been too long.
Yes, it has.
I actually want to compliment you at first because I think we haven't had you on since 2022. So before we do interviews, I always try to look and see if someone's on another podcast. You basically only do this podcast. You did one other.
I've done one other podcast.
Yeah.
But I have gone off the podcast train for a while.
Yeah. You're ride or die.
I think I've done your guys' podcast.
This would be the third time.
This would be the third time.
Yeah.
And I think I've done a total of 4.
Okay, so I just want to say I see it, and
Yes.
I appreciate it
There you
very
go.
much.
Welcome home.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, I want to compliment you. I don't know if the cameras caught this, but right when the interview started, Joe fixed his hair, and then that
the thing? You
the
got the
thing fell
Superman
down naturally. Does your hair thing fall down naturally?
It does, yeah. I get out of the shower, I push it all back, and then that thing goes right there.
It goes
Yeah.
rogue. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yes.
So we were going to interview Orlando Brown before you. We didn't get a chance to do that, so I'm going to ask you the first question I was going to ask to
Oh,
Orlando
good.
Brown.
This is good
That's
interview
okay.
trick. Yeah.
Has Joe gotten too Hollywood now that he's in fashion shows in Paris?
Some might say I've gone Hollywood. I went Hollywood for a week,
Yeah.
and now it's time to walk in for
Yeah.
football. So
Yeah.
I think I'm allowed 1 week of Hollywood, if that's...
Yeah, I think
and
so.
I actually respected your answer when you said, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Try something new.
It's definitely out of my comfort zone.
Does that just mean that isn't Paris? That's just wearing suits with no back?
That's,
Is that what that
that's
is?
all the above, man.
You think
that's all the above?
Are the bros going to be wearing backless suits this
I think
fall, you
so.
I think backless suits are in.
Good. I'm in. I'll wear
I think
one.
you guys should wear backless suits
Yeah.
for some whatever event
If
you guys
you-
have
The
next.
takies.
Maybe the takies.
And
That
you-
sounds good.
It doesn't even have to be. You just cut it back out of a suit. You don't even have to make it
Yeah.
tailored.
Yeah.
Just cut it.
It is showing your range that you were. What was that? Was it Paris Fashion Week?
It was Vogue World Fashion Show. Yeah.
And now
Paris
to
Fashion
Pardon
Week.
My Take.
Yes.
Two of the highest of high class.
Yes, I agree.
High society.
Yeah.
Wait, so what happened when you showed? Did you know you were wearing a backless suit?
I showed up and they gave it to me, and I said, "Sure, why not?"
Okay,
That's cool.
yeah.
Have you been roasted in any group chats with the boys?
I've been roasted in just about every group chat I could possibly be roasted in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Whoa.
you did look cool when you did it.
I
Yeah.
did look cool, and I was fully prepared for all of the criticism and roasting I knew was coming my way.
Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you ever need us, we could be like a tag team partner. You tag us in, you just throw us in your group chat for a day, and we just roast back, and then you can kick us out.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
actually
even have
he
to
looks
say.
cool.
You don't even have to say who it is. Just bring in a new number, and then let that person go to town until they kick us out.
Yeah,
I'm
which
with
be like
it.
Like, I'm
backless
down.
suits are in. I don't know if you guys are losers for not realizing.
I'm
that.
with that.
Big time.
All right, so I read a report that you are that you are bigger and stronger than in years past.
Correct.
You are.
Yes.
How much bigger and stronger?
10, 15 pounds ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stronger.
Stronger.
How do we
much
quantify
stronger? Yeah.
You tell me. How do you want me to quantify
You
it?
look so strong.
How many push-ups can you do?
I haven't done any push-ups with my wrist this year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair. Bad question by me.
Squats.
Squats. Yeah, I could squat a little more.
How much stronger do you feel?
I feel a lot stronger.
Like if you were 100% strong 2 years ago, what are you now?
120% strong.
That's good.
Joe Burrow. So that's a headline right there. Joe Burrow feels 120% strong.
There you go.
That's good. Yeah. There was a moment a couple months ago when I feel like half the internet got tricked and they thought that you had really long hair.
I know. I wish I had that hair.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
I don't have the patience for that hair.
Yeah, I was like, do these people not see pictures of Joe Burrow where they know that his hair was never in that in between phase? I
Yeah.
think he just showed up one day with a Beatles haircut.
Yeah, I could have got some extensions, I guess, but that was a pretty sick mullet.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It did look good on. Was it the Star Wars haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, but I was also shocked by how dumb people online were to get. Everyone felt like legitimate news breaking NFL accounts were like, "Wow, look
There's
at Joe's new look."
lots of lies about me out there, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest lie about you is?
Well, I had a bunch of people hit me up this week asking me if I was turning 30 this year,
Uh-oh.
and that's just not even close.
How old are you?
27.
Okay. Yeah, because this
guess-
happens to us. People call us 40 and we're actually 39 and a half.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
So it's it's crazy that people would do that to you.
I wonder how that rumor got started. Did you know that Joe Burrow is 30?
Yeah, I don't know.
I probably, It's probably a rival fan base because I've
Probably.
been thinking about like Jordan Love. I obviously hate the Packers, but I've been thinking about just saying Jordan Love is about to turn 30 because he's about to, I think he's in his 4th year.
He's in my class.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I could get away with that, just being like, yeah, if you want to sign a
You
guy
can
who's
get-
about to turn
You
30.
can get away with just about anything on Twitter these days. I would
Yeah.
say.
Well, also he went to school in Utah in the state, so some people might be like, oh, he probably went on his mission overseas.
Yeah.
Right.
He's 32 years old.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Jordan
this
Love is
some-
actually 32 years old.
Wait,
yeah.
so you're 27. When's your birthday?
December.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to be 27 for the majority of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You're still, and quarterbacks, come on, 27 is
I
young.
got a good 10, 15, I would say, left in me.
Is that the plan? Like 15 years?
15, 42.
See how the career plays out until then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw an interview of you where you said that you were thinking about maybe trying to join the USA flag football Olympic
Yeah, that'd be
team.
sick, wouldn't it?
Yes.
We need you because we just lost to Japan.
Who? What?
The U.S. lost to Japan
In what?
In
Football.
flag football today.
No, we didn't.
I think it was real football.
Was it real
I
football?
think it might have been real football.
So the world's catching up. So I think it was like 41-20. They kicked our ass.
Wow.
yeah,
So we
That's
need,
real. That's real.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
We also could use it in handball if you want to do that.
I'll stick to the football shaped.
Okay, because handball you dominate. And
Yeah, I don't know the rules of handball, but
It's
I'm
literally a
confident I
ball.
could pick it up.
Yeah, you
just
throw it in
throw.
a goal.
It's water polo without
yes,
Without
water, right?
horses.
and
yeah.
and we have a long feud with the handball community because they're like, you no chance could U.S. win. I'm like, dude, yes, Joe Burrow could be an awesome handball player.
Yeah, if all the best athletes just trained handball from when they were 5,
Right.
Exactly.
like LeBron,
Not even. I think-
LeBron and
Yeah,
KD and Miles Garrett playing handball.
yeah.
They actually call traveling in handball, so LeBron maybe not. But yeah, Miles Garrett. I feel like that dude could do just about any sport.
Oh, I got the biggest lie told about you. People use you as the NBA to NFL, NFL to NBA debate. They're like, Joe Burrow could drop 20 because I think you might have said that.
I could spot up in the corner and hit some threes. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not guarding those guys, and I'm not dribbling, and they're going to steal it from me. But I could play with LeBron and stand in the corner and
Stand in the corner.
shoot a couple threes.
yeah. So if you have to bring the ball up, it might be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Defense?
I mean, I could play great team defense.
Okay.
But
I
I'm
like
not
that.
That's
playing
good.
Yeah.
any
Top of the
individual
zone.
Yeah,
defense.
I'm very confident in your defense.
Yeah,
yes.
like I'll get everybody situated in the 2-3 zone, but
Call out picks.
yes, like I'll be standing in the corner guarding the guy in the corner,
Yep.
and then I'll go to the other corner and do my thing in that corner.
And
I'll
hit
just
a
go
shot.
corner to corner.
Yeah,
I did notice that you got a small look in your eye when you found out that we lost to Japan. Like, I think you really want to play
I think
for
that's
the Olympic team.
disappointing.
Yeah.
I really want to play for the Olympic flag football team. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be awesome.
like me, Jamar, Justin.
Now you're just naming your friends.
Yeah, me and my friends out there playing flag football.
Well, it's funny
in the
because like
Olympics.
if Joe's a guy that could be like, yeah, me and like my best friends could beat anybody in the world in football.
It's true.
Which is a cool thing to say.
That's a very
Yeah,
cool thing
that'd be
to say.
I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can do it. I mean, we can't lose. We can't lose the gold medal the first time that we have that in the Olympics. It just can't
Yeah,
happen.
that would be embarrassing.
I had another question for Orlando here. Orlando, who's the best quarterback that you've ever played for? So he's played for Lamar,
Patrick
Joe,
Mahomes,
and Patrick
and
Mahomes.
Joe. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
It's a fair answer.
I like that answer. Or
Time will tell.
do you think people have forgotten about Joe Burrow?
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get hurt, though. You don't play football, people forget about you.
Yeah. Which I like the spot you're in right now because I feel like
I love the spot I'm in.
yeah, like AFC, everyone's like, oh well, you know, Josh, Lamar, and Patrick, CJ Stroud. It's like you're forgetting one guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But again, that's part of the game. You don't, if you're not out there and people aren't watching you, then there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to give people to talk about, something
Yeah.
to talk about this year. Well, I'm excited about it.
I feel like the spot that you were in last year must have been tough for you because I don't know how involved you were with the team as you're on the sidelines, but being in that situation where your team's playing meaningful games and you just want to be out there and you're just like chomping at the bit, unable to be there. I feel like that has to take a small toll mentally, at least, right?
Yeah, very difficult, but I would say, this injury was different than my previous ones because, it was my wrist. So I was like, I couldn't throw and I couldn't do my job, but I could still grind in the weight room and get all my workouts in. And so my off season started, 10 to 12 weeks earlier than everybody else's. And so I think that gives me kind of a leg up on the year, but definitely watching your guys go out there and play meaningful football is tough. But I was excited for Jake because
Great family.
Great move by you
Great
to give
family.
your suite up.
Yeah.
So that
That was a great
We
switch.
will see
I'm not
Jake's
using. I'm
girlfriend.
not using it. So why would
Yeah.
I not give it to him?
No,
There's
you did
reason
America
to.
a favor.
that was one of
Yeah.
those moments
It was
where we
wonderful.
forget that we actually have a big podcast because we complimented Jake's lovely girlfriend, and then I was like, I wonder if he's a fan, and then I saw he followed us. I was like, hey man, great game. And he's like, yeah, I'm a listener. Day one. I
Fuck
was
you
like,
guys.
okay, no, we were very nice.
Yeah, we were very
We were
polite.
appropriate.
Okay.
But that was nice of you to give him the suite.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
So we talked about this before we sat down, but this is the day after Beer Olympics. Me and Big Cat are sweating out Coors Light right now. We're replenishing with Body Armor, which is great.
Shout out Body
we're
Armor.
getting
Yes.
very hydrated. But every time we interview, it feels like we are at death's door.
The first time we definitely were. Well, maybe not quite because I was still feeling pretty good from the night before.
Yeah.
But
We weren't.
yes.
You remember
Yeah.
PFT's question that went nowhere?
I do remember.
It was a great. I was actually trying to remember that on the way over, and I was like, "How awesome was it that this year you just like beat every team and you just destroyed every team?" But in the true spirit of that, I asked Hank to write a question for this interview
Because he's hurting.
Hank is like 100 times worse than we are right now. And it took Hank an hour and a half. I had to remind him constantly, like, hey, you got to get a question to me. It took him an hour and a half. And this is the question that he came up with. And it's not even a question. It's just like, Joe Burrow likes to sit crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
So that's Hank's question.
That's Hank's comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like crisscross
That's his
applesauce?
comment.
I
I'm
guess.
pro. Yeah, that's how I've always kind of sat.
Mhm.
It's just my external hip rotation is probably better than most.
Okay.
And
I
so
don't even know what that means.
crisscross applesauce is comfortable for me.
So like when we're sitting like this, does this mean that we have good external?
Oh
hip
yeah, you're
rotation?
probably crisscross applesauce guy.
I could be.
I just sit like this because I
You
want
don't
people
look
to
like
think
you don't look like a crisscross applesauce.
I just
guy.
want people to think I have big balls, so I can't sit like this. But I can sit like this, so you can. I just let everyone know.
What do you think about that guy right there, Max?
Yeah, that's how he sits.
Crisscross
He looks-
applesauce.
Yeah, he
That's
looks
a
like a
crisscross
sumo
king.
wrestler. He's our little big baby.
He looks great.
What I said at the start though was true. The we can't tell the story of Pardon My Take without Joe Burrow because that was, I would say, one of the funnest interviews we've ever done.
Yeah.
And one of those moments that like we point to him as we go through our history and we're like, that was a big break. That was a big break. But getting to interview the Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, 6 hours after you won a title.
Yeah. Something
So
like
I
that.
want to thank you. And also, would you do the same if you ever win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Locked
sure.
in.
Why
Locked
not?
in. Nice work, Big Cat.
Yeah, that was
That's
good. I
always-
got
It's only
that.
right.
I got that. I got
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I did love how in that interview, Coach O was still in coach mode, and he was like walking around the hotel lobby, like screaming at players that they're going to miss the bus.
Yeah.
And they're like, "We
Yeah.
don't care if we miss this bus."
Coach
right now."
O was not letting anybody miss the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's down in he's living in Miami right now doing his thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we stay in touch. He's a great friend.
By the way, I did a bad job of asking that question. Will you come on Pardon My Take the morning after when you win a Super Bowl?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I said if.
Yeah. When you win a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
when you win a Super
Yes.
Bowl sounds better.
I feel like maybe this year. We'll just pencil that in. for
Yeah,
this
okay.
year.
all
We'll
right, yeah,
say that. You don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to say that.
New
out
Orleans,
loud.
we could stay an extra day. New Orleans.
Joe's. He's.
New-
Oh my
wouldn't that
God!
be
It's perfect.
serendipitous?
It's perfect.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
What a storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was also trying to think because we need to figure out how to recover better as human beings from nights like last night. And I remember reading something that you go to bed every night at 8 p.m.
During the season.
during the season.
During
you-
the season.
So in the off season, you stay up later as a treat.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't watch Monday Night Football?
I do watch Monday Night Football, but I'm in bed.
Oh, so you
that
go
was
to bed,
smart.
but you don't go to sleep.
I don't
get in
watch
bed.
the full game. I'll watch like the first half, but
Okay.
I am asleep probably by 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because in the fall that would make more sense. I was thinking that in the springtime, it's like it's fully light outside. You can't go to bed.
I'm up. I've got some gaming nights that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off season, I'm enjoying life a little more for sure.
I'm always jealous of people who can go to bed early.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower.
I mean, I'm pretty dang tired during the season. I would
Yeah.
say.
But still, it is a superpower because even if I'm tired, I'm like, I got to squeeze the last hour out of this day doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then it hurts me on the other
It
side.
definitely hurts you in the
Yeah.
morning.
Football season's tough for us too.
Yeah.
But we
very
we
tough.
can't go to bed early.
Yeah.
So it's probably harder on us than it is
Yeah.
on you.
Maybe.
Actually way harder.
Bold
What would you
take.
say to Ohio State fans that try to claim you?
I didn't play football there. I mean, I practiced football there. But
Did a lot of practicing.
I did a lot of practicing and lifting.
You graduated.
Running. I graduated. I would say I usually tell people that I went to school at Ohio State and I played football at LSU.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got a lot better from practicing at Ohio State, but I didn't get to play, so I don't really say that I played there.
I think that's a
if that
fair
makes
answer.
sense. I still have relationships there that, to this day, that I care about in that building, but I didn't play there.
Yeah, LSU is your playing home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything when Michigan plays Ohio State?
Not as much as the LSU rivalries, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never
I think
lost
so.
to Michigan, right?
No, we were 3-0 when I was there.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Joe Burrow.
Very interesting.
never lost to Michigan. But
Yeah.
maybe that's what Ohio State fans. You can't claim Joe Burrow, but you could say we never lost with Joe Burrow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is Jamar Chase open right now?
He's always open.
Always open.
Yeah.
Always open.
Is there ever a moment where he's like, dude, I'm open, and you're like, I got it. I understand. Please stop telling me I get it.
No, I love when receivers come and tell me that they're open, because if they're open, that usually means they are. So I'm gonna try to throw them the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's always open.
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
If he's coming to the sideline and telling me something, I'm gonna listen to that guy and I'm gonna throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Because it usually works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we work on this podcast. Big Cat's always open.
I'm open.
So I can kick it right now to Big Cat.
And I could be
Touchdown.
like, yeah, hey, Joe, remember when you said that players should taunt? I agree with you.
Why can't I don't really understand.
Always open.
I think if you're getting paid to play football, you can taunt. I'm all for not taunting in college and high school, but once you get paid to play, I think we should be able to taunt, and nobody's going to get their feelings hurt. Like, we're all big boys.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And if you're in the locker room and you hear the stuff we say to each other in there, it is a million times worse than, like, pointing at a guy and being like, first down, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
That's the part I think a lot of the media misses is like a locker room when you go through the trials and tribulations of a football season, like it's not a regular, you're not going to a 9-to-5 work job.
Yeah.
And I always get upset with the anti-taunters where I'm like, you're asking these guys to put their bodies on the line, play a super physical game, an emotional game, and none of these guys know how long their career is going to be. Why can't they get the most out of it in every way?
I agree. And you don't see all like the little interactions that you have with other players throughout the game that can kind of build tension. And so, like, people are talking shit the whole game that you don't see. And so when you make a play on that guy, just like if you're playing backyard basketball and somebody's talking shit to you, you're going to taunt that guy if you score on him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to taunt somebody if he's talking shit and then I go make a good play. And I'll give you a quick story. So when we beat the Chiefs in 2021 in the AFC Championship, I posted a picture, Cartier glasses, I won't even peek at you, Lil Baby, shout out Lil Baby. And then the next year, Chris Jones gets a sack to basically clinch the game, and he runs up to me after and yells, Cartier glasses, I won't even peek at you.
Yeah.
And I just smiled and like dapped him up. I was like, you got me. Like,
That's awesome.
great. I love
Right.
that shit.
Right.
Like, why not?
Or like
Give
when,
it and take it. Yeah.
when Angel Reese did that to Caitlin Clark, that you can't see
Yes,
me.
that's
When
great.
you use somebody's own taunt against them, that's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what sports is all about.
That's why
that is
horn-
what sports is all about.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why going to Texas sucks because everyone's just going to horns down.
Give
like
yourself a
that's you
real-
just
I don't
open
know.
yourself up.
I don't know why they get so offended about that.
It only makes it worse.
Yeah, it only makes it worse.
'Cause it's like,
and
yeah,
it makes us want to
this-
do it even more.
Yeah, this bothers me. Okay, horns down again.
They like had the Big 12 write it specifically into their rule book.
Yeah,
that
that's
you can't
weird.
do horns down.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
They're
We were
like
doing
protect-
horns down when we played them.
Yeah, and I feel like in the SEC, I have an idea that the SEC is not going to cater everything towards Texas football like
Correct.
the Big 12 used to.
I sure
Correct.
hope they don't ban horns down in the SEC.
Yeah.
Now, when a receiver spins the ball after making a catch, now that's taunting.
Well, they
Throw
got
that
warm
guy-
their hands.
Arrest
They
that
warm their
guy.
hands.
Throw him out of the game.
Yeah.
That was the funniest when Roger Goodell was like, the spinning of the ball is now a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Wait, that was when was that?
It was, I feel like 10 years ago.
Oh, a
they
long
made
time
it.
ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when Randy Moss fake mooned the
Oh, yeah.
crowd?
We
Disgusting
give Joe
act.
Buck shit about that to this day.
Was that Joe Buck?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He gets mad
That
at us
was
when we bring it up.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting act.
He admits that was like his biggest misstep in the booth. He really regrets saying that, but it's very funny that his biggest regret is like making fun of a guy taking his pants off.
Yeah.
I think I might maybe if I get a rushing touchdown this year, I might bring back the fake moon.
That would be
Yes.
awesome.
It's got to be on the road though.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
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 Do it against Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Oh, do it against
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, speaking of Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, hold on. I had one question about the taunting real quick. I heard you say once that you don't you won't start the shit talking, but if someone shit talks to you, you'll go back at them.
Yeah, I don't usually start it.
Have there been games where there's just no one ever shit talk you?
Yeah, definitely.
Does that not like? Do you find yourself missing like a little edge?
Yeah, it's not quite as fun
Right.
without shit talk.
We shouldn't have done this because now people are going to just never shit talk you. You might have to change your policy. You might have to start shit talking.
The thing
first.
is, sometimes I don't know what to say first.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not great at like coming up with shit talk to say on the fly. But if somebody says it to me, then I get my wheels turning a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at what point does the line cross between just like saying, "Oh yeah," after a play and then shit talk?
Yeah. Well, if I start it and then they don't say anything back to me, I kind of just feel like a dick.
Yeah.
And because it's got to be a two-way street. I can't just be out there like spouting nonsense to the world.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I got a very important question for you. Do you have aura?
I don't know what that means.
Yep. That
Yes,
means you do.
dude. He
that
has
was the
Joe
perfect
Burrow's-
answer to it.
Joe Burrow's got the.
You
most
have the aura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say I got it. I got it.
You're doing it more. This
Yeah,
is
this
even
is-
more aura.
We're
You're
getting
just
out aura.
you're spitting out aura at us right now.
Okay.
Stop. That's too much aura.
Yeah, no, I think Joe's more a guy that you can say in the NFL. That's an aura guy.
Dude,
You just know
definitive
it,
aura.
You know it when you see it.
Right.
Jaden Daniels, aura.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
You like Jaden Daniels?
I like
he's
Jaden
going to be a
Daniels.
good quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be really good. I like his motion.
Oh, I like that. Did you see his elbow though? There was a picture
No.
of his elbow. He had I don't know if it was bursitis or whatever. It was like all funky looking. But I'm excited to have him because I always go back to a Miami Dolphins Washington football team 2-point conversion back the year before you were drafted.
Yeah.
And if we had lost that game, we would have drafted Joe Burrow to the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And
Your
that's a
life would have
big
rocked.
sliding. My life would have been so awesome. Your life maybe not so great. Just I know you don't like that field.
I got hurt on that field. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
That
don't
field.
like that field.
That
but-
field has been the site of a lot of major
Yes.
injuries.
Alex
which
Smith.
what are your thoughts on that?
The field needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm anti that.
I remember the grass being great.
So the grass is good, but sometimes they do this thing where they just spray kitty litter down on it, and then they spray paint the kitty litter.
Yeah, they do that in
green.
Pittsburgh
Oh,
because
really?
All right. Jerry, come on over.
Pitt sometimes the college team Pittsburgh plays on Saturday,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then we get there on Sunday, and we're like, "What is all this sand?"
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it's kitty litter.
Yeah.
I
Kinda
hope
the
it's
same.
not, but
Yeah,
Low class field. Low class organization, Jerry. I
No.
said it.
But if you're ever interested in coming to Washington, we would love to have you.
All right, Jerry. So Jersey Jerry, diehard Steelers fan. He said he has 2 questions. He said the third question he couldn't ask.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask the third one.
okay.
I just don't think it'll fly.
Okay. Let me read it. Do you have it?
I think
I
you should
deleted it,
ask the
no.
Oh, you
third one.
deleted it. Okay. You can type it when you go back. Here, whisper it to me. Whisper it to me real quick. No, you can't ask that question.
Okay, ask me after.
I'm protecting you. Yeah.
Here we go. And thank you, PFT and Big Cat, for flying me out here for this. When you play the
You were with us yesterday.
Well,
we didn't
well,
fly you specifically.
I went home yesterday.
I know,
Yeah,
but you were with us.
No, we
Okay.
flew him out.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, when you play the Steelers, can you feel TJ Watt's presence on the outside? And if so, what does it feel like?
Yeah, I can definitely feel TJ is a unique player in this league. There's no other defensive lineman that I have to treat like a DB. Like I have to be conscious about where he's at because he's just going to jump up and catch it.
Yeah.
And there's nobody else that can do that.
So would you say he's like, is he more of a threat than Myles Garrett, you would say?
I mean, I'm not going to
Fair.
He just
fair,
goes around. Miles Garrett
that.
lives in
It's
his
just a different
fair.
you have to be alert for him in the pass game, which
Yeah.
is very unique, I would say.
Take the compliment.
I love that.
I am. I'm
that
gonna take
Jerry's
it.
question was literally, "What's it like feeling TJ Watt behind you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And my last question is, that's actually a good question, I think.
Okay.
Would you rather win the Super Bowl this year, you play like shit in it, but you never play football again, or go to the Super Bowl for the next 5 years, you lose every time in the Super Bowl, but you win 5 straight MVP awards?
Ooh. Wait, he can't play football after he
mean,
wins the Super
No.
Bowl?
his career's done.
I'm one and done.
That's it.
So-
That's fucked up.
But it's the next 5 years, and then I can continue to play after that.
No.
You're saying he's done playing football.
Done playing football for good, but you go out and win the
But
Super Bowl.
Wait, Jerry, it's not like nothing happened to
But
him.
if I
No.
win 5 straight MVPs, and then I could go out the 6th year and win the Super Bowl.
Yes. Tough one.
that
That's a
is
one.
tough. It's basically guaranteed Super Bowl have to retire at 28 or
31.
no, but he doesn't have to
No,
retire.
no, he
after
doesn't have
that.
to
He can
retire
still
then.
win a Super
Nobody's
Bowl.
30.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
bet on myself in that 6th year and take the.
I love that.
I love that. It's a good
love
answer.
that.
It's a good
Yeah.
answer. Thank you, Joe.
That's a good answer. Oh, do you want to game with him? At what games do you play?
Yeah, what game? Yeah, we play
I've
Call of
been
Duty.
gaming. No, I don't play Call of Duty.
Come
There's
on, Jared.
There's too many. Like I'll hop on there. I'm a riot shield guy.
Oh
and
my God, those are the worst guys.
So I can't shoot with anybody on that game because I'll hop on like once every couple weeks and everybody's already grinded like 38 straight
Yeah.
hours and
Yeah.
they know all the camping spots and they know all the head glitches and so I get killed, like I get spawn killed and then I just get demoralized and I don't play. But I haven't been playing this one because I got to level 55 and then there's an unlock challenge to unlock the riot shield.
Yes.
And I can't do the unlock challenge to unlock the riot shield, so then I gave up.
Fair.
But would you game with Jerry if you guys ever?
What'd you game?
Yeah, I'd game with
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Love that.
All right. You'd game with him?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
yeah.
So I asked that specifically because before we got here, I said, "Are you going to ask Joe if he'd game with you?" And Jerry said, "I'll never game with a Bengal."
No.
And then the minute he's in front of your face, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll game with you." It's that tune changed very quickly. He was like adamant, like, "I'll never game with Joe."
That's
Burrow."
funny.
What other games do you play?
Really, the only game I'm playing right now is my friends from home play pro clubs on FIFA.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, I've been playing a little bit. That's kind of it.
Yeah. Is that like what you do to unwind?
Used to be, not much anymore.
Yeah. Are you getting more comfortable being famous?
I am. I would say
I think
so.
I
It's
think
very
you are as well.
difficult
Yeah.
sometimes, but I'm starting to just like not really give a shit anymore, which I think is good. And it's just a very odd life, and so I'm starting to be a little more open because it became exhausting to try to keep as many things private as I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, I mean, I can sense that you are. It's also, I always like appreciated that you kind of were open. You're like, yeah, being famous is weird because a lot of people are famous and like, this is the best thing ever. It's like, it can't be the best thing ever.
So I wear sunglasses indoors because I'm a people watcher,
Yep.
and now when I people watch, everybody's looking at me, so I make eye contact with everybody in the room.
Yeah.
And that is just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
then
the
that
world.
is weird.
Then like every time you look around, you get that like jump in your stomach of
Yeah,
oh,
like,
they
why are
caught
you
me
looking at me over
them.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wear
Guy in the
sunglasses
corner?
indoors too.
Yeah. We get the people
Yeah.
watch us.
Yeah.
We have infinite more fame than us. but
Ours is more like, what's that freak doing? In
Yeah.
here? He should not be here.
the best way I ever described it is every bar we ever walk into is a gay bar just for us. That's it.
Yeah.
Every dude turns around and every girl's like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that?
I do empathize with women and understand what they must go through.
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I say the same thing. I sometimes feel like a hot chick
Yeah.
when I go out.
Yeah.
Because
everyone just
guys are
turns
just
to-
looking at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, but in that equation, you're like a New York 10. We're like a
Yeah.
Indianapolis 5.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Whatever you say.
And the girls in our situation are like, who are these losers?
Yeah.
I would imagine the girls in your situation are like, Joe Burrow, we marry.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah, it is weird though when you talk about fame. I don't think that the human brain was ever set up to have millions of other people have opinions about you.
No.
Right? So there's nothing in human history where millions of people could even know your name. And now you've got like enemies, you've got haters, you've got people that love you that have never met you. And it can be very, very overwhelming to be
Yes.
able to process that. And the fact that you've reached the point where you realize you understand I don't have to give a shit about any of this is a big thing. I
Yeah.
think it's a cool step to make. Also, you're not that active on social media, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
So that helps.
really enjoy that part
Very
of it. I'm
smart.
starting to be a little more active, I would say, because I was pretty active back in the day. Like in high school, I would make some like funny tweets or some funny vines
Take
when
a picture
Vine was a
in a
thing.
Cleveland Cavs jersey.
Yeah, like something like that.
It's a great picture.
And so I'm starting to do a little more of that because I kind of enjoyed that, but I just stopped because like social media is weird when you're in my position.
Yeah. Because no
but-
matter what you say, everyone's be like, "Oh, that's like." There'll
Yeah,
be
like,
a
"Oh,
group
fuck
of
that
people be
guy."
like, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Yes, but I would also say I can tell or I can see why some people go crazy,
Yeah.
especially like people that get famous when they're like 12 or like 13 or 14.
Yes.
And I empathize with that. I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I mean, I think that also your perspective is probably a lot based on your path because you went to Ohio State and you weren't the starter and you got to live that. And then you obviously blew up at LSU, but you got to see both sides. Where if you had gone to Ohio State and was a Heisman Trophy winner your first year, you might have a different perspective.
100%. Yeah. I wouldn't be the person I am today. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got to live the backup quarterback lifestyle back then, and that was fun. Got that out of my system, and then I was able to lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting's a lot more fun. I would
A lot more fun.
I would love to be backup though.
I would love
It
to
seems
be
like
back
a
up.
I mean,
job.
it was pretty fun for a couple
Yeah.
years.
I'd like to be a third string.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Really
exactly.
no chance I'm in.
You don't have to be that prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because you're really like if you get to the third string, everyone's like, well, we're gonna suck anyway.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was super happy,
Yeah.
but I did have fun.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so when you say that you've been getting more active on social media, I saw that you did your first dump,
Yes.
your first photo dump,
Yeah.
which
Oh, I
is
thought he was
a big
actually
step. Yeah, that would be funny. If it's like, I'm going to get more active on social media. Let people see my personality. Here's the shit that I took after eating.
That would be a dude's rock moment. I'll just say it. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, I'll support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but doing the photo dump is very powerful.
Yeah,
I
the
like
first-
we make the excuse where we say like, oh, I gotta unload some memory on my phone. So
Yeah.
here are all the pictures where I look the best that I'm gonna put
Yes,
online.
exactly. That's exactly what it was. And that first picture, I was playing chess with a random guy on the street in France, and I had him on the ropes, and then I blundered my queen away, and he dismantled me after that. And there was an international chess master that was watching us right there. And every move that I make, he'd be no good. He didn't speak. And then I tried to the first time I tried to ask him, he's like, no English. And so he was just chirping me in my ear, no good,
No
every
good.
time. It was tough.
And you couldn't shit talk him back.
No, I couldn't do it.
What-
Didn't understand me.
Is there anyone else who plays chess in the Bengals locker room?
My friend Cheeto, he just went to Tennessee.
Okay.
He was always pretty good. We used to play.
Oh no. Is that like a storyline we need to grab onto? Like Joe Burrow lost his chess partner?
Yeah, I did lose my chess partner.
That's bad.
Somebody's
We gotta
gotta
find a
learn.
new chess partner.
I do have to find a new chess
That would
partner.
be a great way to have like that the Matthew Stafford Cooper Cup connection where they do breakfast every day. Like somebody on the team that wants maybe more receptions should learn how to play chess every morning. Me and Joe play chess. You develop this bond together.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Or do you have any heroes right now? Because I remember when you were in college, one of your heroes was Deli, which I always appreciate
Yeah.
about you, Matthew Dellavedova. But as you're at this level, do you have like guys that you look up to in other sports still?
I mean, I respect people's skills and what they do. I wouldn't say I have heroes, though. I
Yeah.
think my perspective on that has changed a little bit now that I've met a lot of those people that were my heroes, and they're just people. And so I would say my perspective on that has changed over the last several years.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, pop quiz. Can you name who this person is?
Zach Taylor.
Okay, yes, he knows his football coach.
I do know my coach.
There's probably a lot of people who don't.
I sure
He's
hope
got-
not.
yes. No, I'm saying not Bengals, but
Oh.
I feel like he's got an unassuming look that
Yeah, I would agree with that.
when like the national like public football fans like, I know that guy's a coach. Zach Taylor, he's a great
Yeah, I
coach.
feel like maybe that's a part of the reason he doesn't get the respect that
Yeah, I
he
agree.
deserves.
I agree.
He needs a thing.
Yeah.
A thing that makes him stand out, like, I don't know, an earring.
Or maybe like a top hat or like a suit on the sideline.
He should swap names with his brother, Press.
Yes.
Because that would be a thing.
Yeah.
Be like, oh shit, this guy's name's Press.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I met Press, I was like, what do you mean your name's Press?
Yeah. That's an interesting that their parents went Zach
Yeah.
and then
Press.
I think
They're like,
yeah.
I didn't like that name. Let's do this one.
Let's go crazy.
They were warming up, I think. They didn't have the confidence. After you get
Maybe
one
you're
rep
right.
in, then you're like, okay, yeah, we can get a little bit crazier with the play calling in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Press Taylor is a great dude, but also a crazy name.
I agree.
Yeah. What do you think the perfect football schedule is in terms of weeks and bye weeks?
How many games are we playing?
You tell me.
18.
18. Gotta have 2 bye weeks.
I like
And I
that.
think it'd be cool to do, I've said this before in an interview, like 6 games or like normal bye week schedule that it is now. Like have it spread out. But then like week 13, do like the Pro Bowl break where you're doing like the 7-on-7 and all the skills challenges like the NBA does, because I think that would get more ratings
Yes.
for the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
And then it would also give everybody that bye week going into like the last 6 games of the year.
My big
fans.
idea is, especially now with the expanded college football playoff, you do the week before Christmas, no NFL, college football playoffs, give everyone a break to go do their shopping.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, and then you get everyone reset. The whole league is on a level playing field for the
Yeah, and then you
home
have
stretch.
guys that are injured that would be able to potentially come back, and you want your best players
Yes.
out there as a league. You want them in the last 6 weeks of the season. You want your best players on the field. So I think that would be a smart idea.
I think we fixed football.
I
And
think-
then you get the President's Day Monday after the Super Bowl off.
Is that would
That would be 'cause you
that's
go
what I was
one
going
more
to
week.
ask.
Yeah.
When would that Super Bowl then fall? Because that would be a challenge, but that would be perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I also think that'd be just good for fans, where you can just like take a weekend to be a normal human being,
Right.
and not have to sit on your couch for 12 hours.
Yeah, and we have to like do like a maybe like an Amber Alert out to everyone being like, just remember you don't have to say there's no football. Like I would just tell my wife, I'd be like, I'm gonna skip the games this week.
Yeah.
No games.
Because I
She
love
would-
you.
That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah.
She'd figure it out in 2
I
seconds.
love you so much more than football. So no football today, honey.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it up.
You'd have to like pretend to check your phone all the time to look at the scores. Oh no, I'll put this away. I'll put this away.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
like prop it up in the corner and like just play like YouTube videos or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. We also have a big idea in terms of outfits. So you started to do some cooler outfits going to the game. Do you bring a losing outfit?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because that was we've always had this problem where if you're going to wear something crazy to the game, love it, go for it. If you lose the game, you got to get into sweats.
Yeah, you can't show up to the presser in the
Right.
outfit if you play like shit and you lose the game. I
Okay.
would say.
I like this. Yeah, like Cam Newton, who we like, but he used to show up in the top hat after a loss.
Yeah.
Like, maybe don't do that.
I think it depends on what I walk in with. I wouldn't. There's definitely some that I wouldn't wear to the post-game losing presser. I would show up in my depressed sweatpants.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you have? I mean, you probably haven't planned any out, but like, what's the one that you've done that you're like, that was I went out of my comfort zone.
I wore a. This wasn't into the tunnel, but it was on the plane when we were playing Vegas in 21. I wore like a sweatsuit that had all these colors and crisscross lines on them with a Dunder Mifflin blue beanie and red.
And pulled it off.
I did pull it off.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not gonna
did.
lie.
Yeah, you did. Oh, here's a crazy one you could do, and this is like crazy fashion because I obviously wore the backless suit. What if one week you just wore a T-shirt that just had me and PFT's face on it,
With no back?
no back?
I'm with that.
that
We'll get it made.
that could actually be the losing shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, save it for the
Yeah,
losing
yeah.
Walk
shirt.
of shame, backless T-shirt
Yeah.
Oh,
with your guys' face.
that would be an all-time clip if you have to answer a bunch of like hard questions after a heartbreaking loss, then you stand up and walk out. And say, does he not have a back on?
Yeah.
Oh, what if you did backless pants? Now we're talking.
So that's
Assless chaps?
Yeah, assless chaps.
yeah, you think you get maybe a fine from the NFL for that?
Yeah,
I would hope so.
Yeah, that'd be worth it.
It's like
Yeah.
remember when LeBron stood up from that press conference and he was in those shorts?
No,
the,
I don't
the
remember
suit
that.
shorts. He had like a
No.
suit on, but it was like suit shorts, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that was what you were wearing, dude."
Interesting.
yeah, leg reveal for LeBron. Does Evan McPherson have your number yet?
Evan McPherson has my number. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
all right,
'cause he
'cause
didn't
he
before the
didn't.
Super Bowl.
Definitely had my number. I texted him on draft night.
Okay,
Okay, he said that he didn't. He would, and we
I mean, it
kinda-
had to be a lie.
We gave him the business about that, and he seemed like he was very insecure.
I'm sure he was lying.
So how quickly after a guy gets drafted do you reach out?
I try to reach out within a day.
is there?
That's cool.
Is it undrafted guys too?
Used to.
Okay, so you got to be what about a 7th rounder? Are we reaching out?
Yeah, I try to.
Okay, okay.
Maybe undrafted guys get a burner cell phone.
Well,
just-
undrafted guys-
I just got my second phone, so I'm just now getting into the burner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that was
smart.
smart. Yeah, the undrafted guys. Yeah, they have to kind of stick around for a week or two before you can.
Yeah, as I'm getting older, guys are coming in and out so much. It's definitely harder to remember everybody's names as you're getting older, I would say.
Yeah, is the window open?
What does that mean?
You know what that means. You heard that badass quote.
Man, it's always open.
There it is. You're like, yeah, the window's open if I'm here.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
If you don't feel like that, then why are you playing football?
Right.
Yeah, you're in
Right.
best
That's
shape of your life right now,
That's
too.
also one of those honest answers that then people are like, oh, he's so cocky. He's like, no, he's honestly showing you his confidence.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, oh, we got 2 years left, and after that, we're gonna suck.
and the cap's gonna get tough, and we
Like,
got
what
to
the fuck do you want me to say?
We're gonna have to make some hard
You
decisions.
should say that. Be like, our secondary's getting older. We're gonna have to move some money around.
Yeah, it would be funny if when you you gave like an undrafted guy your burner cell phone number, and then instead of doing like at college where they do the scholarship reveals, you just reveal to him
My
your
real
actual number when he makes the roster. Yeah,
Like on
congratulations, boys freaking out
on the last cut day, like go up and write it on the board. Like, there you go, everybody.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, there's the number. Oh, congrats on beating the Browns, by the way.
That was in 2022.
We haven't seen you,
Yeah,
and it was the only time you beat them.
that was the only time I've beaten them. Yeah,
What is it about the Browns?
they're good, man. They got good
But
players.
they're not that good, and then they just kind of have your number.
They got our number. Yeah. Miles Garrett plays a big part of that.
Yeah,
Their DBs are really good. They got Denzel, Greg Newsome, Emerson over there. And then their safeties are really good. They got really talented players.
I'm happy you beat them though, because that's like the one thing, and this is a fan's perspective. I know you don't give a shit, but you never want to have like a quirky, weird stat like follow you around for a while.
We needed to get that one. I'm
Right.
hoping we get 2 more this year.
Right. It's like Peyton Manning won 2 Super Bowls, never beat Florida.
Really?
Yeah, you never. You could say that anytime. Just like never beat Florida.
Did he start 4 years?
Yeah,
You remember
never
when
beat Florida.
Alex Smith went like a year and a half without throwing a touchdown
Yeah.
pass to a wide receiver?
I do remember that. Yeah.
You
That was
You
fun.
got to get rid of those.
Yeah.
So you did that. You got rid of the quirky stat.
Because people are going to use those against you. That's
right
for sure.
They just throw it out there.
Yeah.
They never beat the Browns.
Which team do you like beating the most?
I mean, any division team.
Yeah,
Any division team.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Beating the Chiefs is fun.
Yeah, Burrowhead.
Yeah.
Do you like that nickname?
I mean, I'm going to ride or die with my guys, so if they're saying it, like, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
But I would not say I would say that.
Yeah.
But you would nod if I said Burrowhead.
No, you're not on my team.
We can't
Burrowhead.
say Burrowhead. We can't say Burrowhead.
It's low key facts.
We're
though.
not allowed to say Burrowhead.
Okay,
Um,
I think it's Burrowhead.
I'd even, this just popped in my head, and we've had, Josh Allen. We actually had Joe Buck on after this, but how long did it take after the Demar Hamlin thing for you to for everyone to be like, okay, we're good, we can play football again? Because
It was definitely weird.
yeah,
I mean, it got late in that week, and I was like, guys, we're playing football
Right.
still?
right. Because you don't think about, obviously the story is the Bills and Demar, and it kind of gets lost that you're also on that field
Yeah.
and dealing with similar things.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge, I would say. But fortunately, he was all good, and he's doing his thing now, and I'm seeing him at all these events, and always happy to see him because he's a great guy. But that was a scary moment, for sure.
Yeah.
And it was like you and Josh that really let everybody know, like, let's not play football, right?
What did Josh say?
Yes.
Josh said it
Okay.
was you and him.
Yeah.
I think it was more so our coaches
Mm-hmm.
that kind of made that decision. But once we left the field, I think it was a collaborative. Both teams were like, what are we doing? We're not going back out there.
Common sense prevailed,
Yes.
thankfully. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a couple last questions. It's been awesome. It's great catching up with you. How's your brother doing?
My brothers are doing great.
He's a big-time PMT fan.
Big time.
Yeah, he's actually
That he's the one that put me onto you guys back in the day. He would come to Baton Rouge, and we would like drive to New Orleans or wherever we were driving. He'd throw you guys on whenever we were driving.
Dan, right?
Dan, yeah.
Yeah,
Love that guy.
shout out Dan. Dan Burrow's the man.
Yes.
He's the connector of all this. We have to thank Dan.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, he's listening to this right now. Dan, thank you.
Can't tell the story of PMT.
Open your
without
eyes.
Dan.
You're driving. Stop. You just got lost there for a second.
Joe, I got a product idea that maybe I know that you're getting into brands recently.
Okay.
Um,
Is this going to be one of your good business ideas or one of your bad business ideas?
I don't like the tone you just used there. They're all
my best one yet. Name one bad business idea I've ever had.
I mean, the last time I was on, I think we had a pretty bad one.
What was that?
You told me to go to XFL
Oh, no.
yeah, that was-
or
that
the
was
UFL or whatever.
Yeah, no, that was a private conversation Joe and I had. I was working the phones before the XFL back in 2020, and I was like, I think I can get you like 50 mil guaranteed to go to the XFL.
And
you should do that. That was my worst business idea.
Let me come
yes.
into the support of my co-host here. The fact that you remember that means it probably wasn't that bad because
Or-
it left a mark.
Or the really bad ones do leave a mark as
No,
well.
the really no anyone that sticks around, you're like, damn,
Okay.
maybe there was some truth in that.
Well, that league lasted several weeks.
Yeah.
You'd be as rich as you are today, for sure. I was going to tie it into body armor.
Okay.
So I've been trying to invent this product for like 10 years called Protein. And it's a recovery drink, and it's got protein in it, but it also has alcohol in it. So you drink it after the gym as you're pregame to go out.
So the good and the bad even out. It's a neutral.
No,
benefit.
it's just too good. You think alcohol is bad. Alcohol is good.
Oh.
They're both good things.
How do you guys feel today?
I got a
Bad.
excellent.
Terrible. I retired. I retired yesterday.
So on the way over here, I was thinking about protein, and I was like, you know what? I do feel terrible right now. So what if we eliminated the alcohol?
It would be a good hangover remedy.
Yes,
Because a little hair of the dog with some protein.
that's true. Yeah, if you do that in the morning afterwards, I think it'd be good. But then I was like, what if nobody makes like sleep protein? Nobody's weaponized sleep yet. If we market like aggressive sleep, and you drink a protein drink that also has maybe alcohol, but maybe like melatonin in it, knocks you out overnight. Your
like
body
this.
recovers.
I like this.
Right now, everyone's wasting their sleep. They're not getting better when they're sleeping.
Casein protein. That's what you drink before bed.
What is it?
Casein.
It's the slow absorbing stuff,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, you put that in there with whatever's in NyQuil and maybe some booze. Yes.
Okay.
You fall asleep and you wake up stronger every day.
You're pitching me like I'm
well, you got some money.
I do have some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got body armor on your shirt.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur.
I am not. I don't think I have
No,
many
you got money.
businesses.
You don't have to be an
I have
entrepreneur.
money.
You just have to say you're an entrepreneur.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. She's an entrepreneur.
Philosopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just say you're an entrepreneur. Like, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
CEO of life.
Yeah. So what do you think? You taking it?
I mean, probably not. I would have
Okay.
to see like a little business plan.
We'll let body armor sort that
You
out.
hear the word probably there?
Yeah.
That wasn't a no.
It's not no.
That was a probably.
I think it's got legs, but we'll see. If not, you can always join the XFL again.
Okay.
They're
That was
back.
probably not. All right. I have one last question. It's Roback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. Also, thank you to Body Armor for getting us here. We love Body Armor. It's the only water we drink, only drinks we drink in the office and everywhere. I've seen you at UFC fights. Tell me your top 2 fighters right now. I love that you're a UFC fan.
Alex Pereira, he's fighting this weekend.
Okay.
He's
We're going to air this after, so give us a prediction.
very fun to watch. I think he's gonna win.
Okay. This will suck if he loses.
Yeah.
Are you going?
No, I'm not going.
Okay.
My friendship was my traveling for the next month, and now
Okay.
I'm good. I'm locked in.
Okay.
And then Sugar.
Okay. Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
He's electric.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's electric.
We've hung out a couple times. He's a good guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in the Tunnel of Chaos?
What does that mean?
Should we tell him about the Tunnel of Chaos?
I don't know if we can talk about it. It's a place in Las Vegas that you go, and then you tell them how much money you want to win, and then you win that amount of money.
Oh, well, that
Playing
sounds like
blackjack.
a great time.
It's
Yeah.
great. And the real reason is you're just gambling with Dana White's money.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then,
Yeah.
And he's just
Dana,
like,
bring
it's-
me to the Tunnel of Chaos, please.
Yes. Yes. He literally sits there and he's like,
I've heard stories of his legendary gambling.
yeah.
Yeah. He just gives you money. He's like, okay, now that you lost all your money, here, just double it next time. And most places are
not
like,
real
you
gambling.
got to go if
Yeah.
you keep doing that at blackjack. But since Dana, I think, runs that casino, he's
Yeah.
like, here, double it
Yeah,
again.
Dana
Yeah.
probably owns Vegas at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing okay. Are you gonna have any last questions?
No, I think my last question was the business opportunity that he is probably going to accept.
Yeah. Oh wait, Jerry, come back for one last question. I want you to
Not the third question,
not
Jerry.
the third question, not the third question. But I know because this Jerry's all he's been thinking about. He just walked right in front of the camera. You can ask him what you think about what he thinks about your guy. Go ahead. Yeah.
Honest opinion, you're a quarterback. Russie, does he still have some left in the
Russ?
tank? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
You sure? Because I say
Well,
it
he's
to
a
every,
division rival.
I know, but I say it to everybody, and they call me crazy. Like, Jerry, you're crazy. It's over. Russie's,
Stop calling him Rusty.
Well, I call him Russie. Russie's not going to be good anymore.
Time will tell.
I think he's going to be really good.
Oh no shit.
But you guys make me feel like, oh, Jerry, like you're crazy.
That's the great thing about football is. You're going to find out in September who has it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Prediction. No. Prediction. Can you give me a prediction?
I think he'll be good.
No. This is a separate question. You can put your team first. If you were to predict right now the AFC North, you can pick Bengals first. Who do you think? How do you think the other three fall?
Bengals first, and then I don't care.
Yeah. That's the answer.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
See, right now, Jerry knows you're a winner, and he's upset about that.
Yeah.
He's like, these are
I'm a
winning
little upset,
answers.
yeah.
The aura is getting to you. Mm-hmm. There's too much aura.
Well,
You're getting sucked
can I be
into the
honest?
aura.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, and I don't want. I'm going to be honest. I never liked you, but I'm sitting in the chair and I'm like, fuck, he's cool.
Yeah, that's aura.
I know.
He's the best.
So now I gotta. If the Steelers aren't in it, I'll root for you.
Okay.
But if
appreciate
the
that.
Steelers are in it, I can't.
Okay, that's all good.
But you're cool.
My man.
Jerry loves all the Joe B's out there.
Yeah. All right, Joe. Thank you as always. You're the best, and best of luck this year.
Yeah, thanks.